welcome to my first series in my card series that I will be doing on Thursdays now. And I think we're just going to call it Thursday Card Design or something. I don't know. Anyway, so let me tell you a little bit about the inspiration for this card. Is that when I was in the store, and I showed these the other day on my haul, I saw these really lovely French placemats. And they're the kind of doilies. And so I got an idea from them to make a card. And so we're going to do this with here. And I've already made one. And here it is. It does make a big card, like an A7 size. And so, yeah, it came out really pretty. I am going to make some tweaks on it, though. So, just from things that I saw that I'd like to, finish. And that's the front. This is the back. And then I actually added paper the whole length of the card. But I didn't like how some of that did. So, anyway, that's the card we're going to be making today. So, let's get started. So, what you're going to need is one of these lace, French lace placemats. I found mine when I was on Michael's haul. I didn't get it at Michael's. I actually got it at the grocery store. And it's 9 3/4 by 14 1/2. And when you fold it up and fold it over and stuff, you'll see it does make an A7 size card. Then you're also going to need, I'm going to use 3 doilies this time. I only used 2 on this one, but I'm going to use 3 today. So you need a gold 4-inch doily, and then a colored 4-inch doily. And this one is a little bit smaller, which I'm really glad, because I'm going to be doing something different with that. And so I got these from Michael's, from Recollections. And these are from that Colorworks part. So, and then you're going to need a sheet of paper, 8 1/2 by 11. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it at 5 1/2 inches. So when you fold it over, you have your card base. And then what I decided to do was just cut a piece of paper that would match, and to mat inside for the sentiment or whatever, instead of doing the whole length. So those are what you need. You're also going to need some glue. I'm using the art glitter glue that I got from MayMayMadeIt.com. And then as far as embellishment goes, I am using some lace. And you can use any kind of lace you want. I'm using some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I'm also using some little floral embellishments flowers that I got from Michael's. And then you're going to want your picture or some type of image in the middle. And these are a set of angel stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby a while back. And I will be using those. And I'm going to use this one in particular right here. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do... Oh, and you also might want a strip of paper, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. So the first thing you're going to do is turn your mat sideways. Now you want to make sure that this is the pretty side right here, and this is the side that you can tell where it was cut out. So you're going to want to make sure that you glue your paper on the side, the wrong side. And you're just going to look and eyeball. I just eyeball it. I don't measure it. The center of it right here. And lay down your paper. And then you're just going to take a thin bead of glue around the edge of your paper. And I like using the art glitter glue because it dries really fast. And I'm just going to make a couple marks like that. I'm not going to just do a whole lot. Okay. And so eyeball it again. You want the center where you have your fold kind of directly in the center of the placemat. And if you look right here in the dip part, that's pretty much the center. So then I'm just going to eyeball where I want it to lay down. And just look around and make sure that I have the same amount of space on each side. And I think this looks pretty good here. And then smooth it out. Make sure that the edges stick really good. Now, then you might want to turn this over like this. And because this is a doily, it has like little die cuts and little holes in it. I forgot to put down wax paper, which I was totally going to do. But I'm just going to take a wipe right quick and wipe up the glue. And I like these. These are not baby wipes. They're Kleenex Splash and Go wipes. And they're not really terribly wet. But they do get the glue up. Okay. So now that we got that done and out of the way. Okay, so now we're going to bring this back in. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is, if you fold it over now, you're going to have all this hanging over like this. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to start on the long, no, I'm going to start on the short edges. You're going to fold this in along the edge of your paper. And I'll show you why I'm starting on these edges first. And just make sure it's kind of flush with the paper. And then you're going to fold in the edges on the paper. Okay. Now, I don't want this to be terribly bulky, so I'm going to take my scissors here, and I'm just going to cut, before I glue down, the edges of the doily so that I don't have this extra bulk folded over here. So I'm going to do that on all four sides. Going to open it back up, cut here, and then cut down the crease line. Hope I'm in frame, sorry. Cut down the crease line where you folded it over. Okay, now I got all four edges done. So now you're going to take... Sorry guys, I dropped you. Whew. I hate to make you dizzy. Let me fix you up again here. Oops, sorry about that. The hazards of way I tape sometimes. Okay, so now you're going to take this short edge right here. Can you see it? And you're going to glue this down. So I'm just going to put a little bead of glue around the edge of the doily. And I'm going to do this for all four sides. And then just fold it over and lay it down on your paper. Okay, and I'm going to do this all the rest of the sides real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I have all the sides folded in. And if you have a little bit left over, like hanging out a little bit over the edge or whatever, you can just go ahead and take your scissors and trim this off. So it's nice and even. You want it to be pretty edges. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now your card is basically ready on the outside. And this is so pretty. I just love how this, I mean, you could actually leave it like this and put a little piece of paper in the middle, put a sentiment and call it a day. But I like shabby chic and vintage, and so this is what the theme of my cards are. So now once you fold this over, you're going to get your embellishments out. And you need to be careful with this, but you need to use your bone folder and crease this down again after you put the placemat on it. And just go over it a couple of times. And it's still going to pop up a little bit, but it should be okay. Make sure we're centered here. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my lace. Where's my lace? I'm going to put some at the top here. You see what I'm doing? I'm going to put lace at the top here, and then I'm going to put some at the bottom. So I'm just measuring this out to see where I want to cut. Now the lace that I'm using today is actually adhesive lace. So it has this adhesive on the back, so you can peel it off. And I got this at Walmart in the wedding section. So I'm just going to put that on there. Try to center it where you measured and put that right there. And then I'm going to put another piece down here at the bottom. Now this is what I used my paper strip for. This little paper strip to put something in the middle just to block the white. But I really don't think I'm going to do that today. So I'm just going to put the lace up here and measure this out. Okay. And just peel the back of it off. Whoops, not that way. Sometimes I have a hard time peeling the stuff off here. There we go. Okay, then we're going to lace this down right here. Make sure that's even. Okay. So then I have lace at the top and here. Then the next thing we're going to do is to take my gold doily and kind of figure out where I want it. And I think I'm going to center it about right there. And I'm just going to run a little bead of art glitter glue around it. And I think I'll just do a few drops around the edges. Okay. And we're going to lay that down on top. There we go. So then it looks like this. And then we're going to take the mauve peaky color, and instead of putting it on top, that you can't really see the gold, we're just going to offset it a little bit like this, so that when you put it on, it'll be like this. So you're going to offset that a little bit. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to take a little bit of glue, run it around. I love my art glitter glue. It's such good glue. Okay, so now I'm going to put this down here like that. And what I did was I tried to match the ridges up so it wouldn't look so, you know. So now you have that. Now on the third doily, what I'm going to do is, and the reason I'm doing this now, if you'll notice on this card, it's kind of flat, and it's just the flowers are so much bigger than the image. And so what I want to do is to pop this doily up a little bit so that it gives it some dimension. So what I'm going to do now is take my image, which this case is a sticker, and very carefully peel it off because this is hard to do, these clear ones. You don't want to tear any part of it. And then I'm going to find out where I want to put it on my little thing here. And I think I'm going to go right here. Lay that down and smooth it out so there's no air bubbles in it. So now we're going to center that on there like that. Except I'm not going to glue this one down. I'm actually going to use my little foam blocks here. Let's see, do I want to use these, or I'm actually going to use my thin foams. These are thin 3D foam squares, and these also came from MayMayMadeIt.com. And these are really nice for giving projects dimension without popping them up too much. So we're just going to put some on the back of this. Put one there, one there, one there, and one there. And I'm not really too concerned about these being glued down on the page. It doesn't bother me if they're not. So we're going to take the back off. Okay. And so before I set it down good, I'm going to line it up again, because basically you want all 3 doilies showing, so you want to be able to see them all. So that looks like it's pretty good. So I'm going to put those down. And that just gives it a little bit more dimension. It's not that high, much higher or whatever, but it gives it some dimension from being so flat. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is our flowers. Now, I'm trying to decide on these. I just put them, you know, in the corners like this, and then I had 2 of these up here, but I'm not sure if I like the way those did, so I'm going to be using these today. So, thought I had an extra one out. Oh well, I don't know where it went. Hi guys, I'm sorry, for whatever reason the camera stopped recording, and I was just so enthralled in what I was doing, I didn't pay any attention to it. So really the only thing you missed was me trying to chit chat here and decide where to put these flowers on the card. So I decided just to do a little ring of flowers here, and so yeah, that's how it turned out. And you saw, you know, the process of the benches and how to do everything else. The only other thing I did was to cut a piece of paper that was 4 3/4 by 7 1/4 to put down here as somewhere to put a sentiment on. And so I did that. And so I will leave all the dimensions of the card itself in the description box. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comment box, and I'll be sure to answer right away. And if you're also interested, I have several kits available with the exception of the flowers. I do not have the flowers for them, but I have 3 kits available with the angels, and then I have probably about 10 more kits available with just the doilies and the paper and the French lace placemat. So if you're interested, please leave me a comment below and I'll email you and we can talk about it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and having patience with me. This has been my very first process video per se. And so I enjoyed doing it, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Next Thursday, for Card Design Thursday, I will be doing a card with distress crayons and a new stamp set that I got from MayMayMadeIt.com. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and have a great evening. Bye!